Yeah, so anyway, we're flying the R-22 Beta 2, or Miss Jessica is, and we got this girl trimmed out. She is trimmed out. Hands off. Just a little bit of input put in every now and then, because just the slightest wind will get her off course. I make a left turn here toward AFK, and then we'll level her out. See if she'll trim her right back, herself right back again. So much easier to fly these when you can trim them out. And the R-22 is tough. She's a whirly, swirly helicopter, no question about it. But as you can see, I mean, I'm moving around, able to film a lot. She's holding track, so pretty nice when you can get them trimmed out like that. You can see she's breaking a little to the right, so I put a little bit of left trim in. I'm gonna hold that correction for a while until you get a little bit of puffle wing, hit that tail section. Move her just a little bit. Like if I want to, I can go ahead and trim it enough to go ahead and make a turn. I'm not doing this with my stick. That would trim. And now I'm coming back on the trim to where I had it. She should roll up. Altitude's holding pretty good. Just a little bit of a climb every now and then she'll drop a little bit, but you get a little bit too much lift going. You just put some nose trim down, like right there. You watch the needle, it'll come back down. So it's very small inputs on your trim, very small. But once you get it dialed in, it makes it a lot more comfortable to fly for long distance. If you're just tooling around the city or out in the country someplace, you don't need the trim. Just fly it. Fly it like you own it. Fly it like you stole it. The thing you have to be careful with is releasing the trim. If you release the trim, she'll really go bonkers on you. So you have to be ready to put that trim, or that you have to have your hand on the stick ready to go, because it really will bounce on you a little bit. Down here on the east end of the airport and land. We're just trying to stay out of the traffic way by staying below the pattern altitude, but off the approaches to the runway. So that's why I'm staying just a little slightly off the main runway here. get on the ground, I'll pick up to a hover and show you what the helicopter's going to do with the trim setting that I have set in right now. So it's why you have to neutralize the trim once you get on the ground. You want it clear. I don't see any traffic coming in. We'll go ahead and start coming in. Stay within the boundaries of this runway. Need to speed up. Stay in the boundary of this runway. If we wanted to cross over, we could, you would talk to the tower and get permission to jump over there, which they'll usually let you do if there's nothing coming. You might have to hold there for a little bit. So with the trim that I have set in right now, it's a little bit more squirrelier to land. A little rough. Okay, so I got my stick in the neutral position. My rudders are neutral. I'm going to pick it up to a hover. Now, you do have to put a little pedal in for the 22, quite a bit actually. See how she's turning to the right. So you put a little bit of left. Once I get her up, you see how she's moving forward? So I'm going to trim back a little bit. Let's pick her back up again, see what happens. So let me see if I can hold her here for a second. You still want to go forward. Still need some back trim. Now I'm going to put a little bit of left trim in. Just like anything else in a helicopter, when you make a move like that, you almost got to do a counter move to something else. So you have to get it fine-tuned to what you feel good with. Right there, it feels pretty neutral now. Now on the R-66, there's actually a trim reset button that you can hit, and like I said, you want to be on the controls when you do that, because it will really zero it out for you. I don't think, I might be wrong, but I don't think there is a reset. Let's see, yeah, it's calm. She doesn't need to have control, does she? I don't see any that's our cyclic friction, little variance. Now, all these are daily buttons. Yeah, I don't see any trim reset for the R-22. So something you would have to change, kind of get it back to normal once you land, and then that way when you pick back up, it won't be jumping forward or be jumping backwards on you. There we go. That's much better. She didn't jump forward on me much. Anyway, that's how the R-22 will fly if you get it trimmed out nice. Talk to y'all later.